Welcome everyone to Physical and Chemical Properties. We're going to talk about some physical and chemical properties.
Okay, let's talk about physical properties first.
Great. Physical properties. Well, let's start by looking at this cupcake with a candle in it. What can you tell me about this cupcake that you think is a physical property? What are things that you can see?
Well, it's a chocolate cupcake, so it's brown.
Brown cupcake. White candle?
Yeah, white candle.
Okay.
Things we can measure or feel or see. So like the wrapper has color. The mass of that is probably around 100 grams.
That's
so
about
we
accurate.
can find the mass. The height of the candle, so you say
10 about 10 centimeters. Let me write some of these down just so we kind of get an idea. So physical property, you said stuff like, okay, color, mass, height. Could something like, mass and height, could we, like volume could also be a physical property, right?
And density also is a physical property.
Yes, density.
Because density is a measure of mass divided by volume.
Okay, so these are all things that you can kind of observe without having to change the substance at all. We can just say, that's it.
Right.
This is by no means a complete list of physical properties, but it should get you started at the very least. Okay, I'm going to leave some space here for chemical properties.
Okay,
so tell me, okay, chemical property.
So chemical properties are properties that you know are there through a chemical reaction. So we all know that candle will burn, that it's flammable.
Okay.
But we know that because somebody lit it on fire.
So in order for me to see, oh, yes, that candle is indeed flammable. So therefore, it has the chemical property of being flammable. So chemical property will say flammability, the ability to be flammable.
So reactivity is another one. So if you have a chemical reaction and a substance is reactive.
And you can't really see how reactive something is until you make it go through a reaction.
Right.
So these chemical properties, you can't observe them until you perform a chemical change.
Right.
Okay, so let's, flammability, reactivity.
Corrosiveness.
Corrosiveness is always a fun one.
So corrosiveness is like an acid eating away something or corroding something.
I've had a couple drops of sulfuric acid on my arm before, and I can tell you it definitely eats away your skin. Lovely. It's really, really terrible. It hurts a lot. Okay, so I wonder let's look at something else. How about this piece of paper?
So it's white.
It's white.
But about 4 inches long, and the width is all.
It's kind of like a messed up state of Oklahoma shape.
Yeah.
If we had like, okay.
So physical properties.
Yeah, I could measure the volume of this if I had some really sensitive equipment. I could measure the mass of this. It's probably only a couple grams, really.
Now the density of that, whether I have that piece or this piece, the density is going to be the same because it's the same substance.
Okay. I wonder, is this flammable?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay. Yes, paper is flammable. Look at that. And you can see it charring right there, and it's changing colors. Okay. Now we had our safety. Please don't try that at home. I probably should have said that first. But you see the charred edges of the paper right there tell us that a chemical reaction took place. It is indeed flammable, and therefore awesome. Please don't set things on fire at home. I can't stress that enough.